Welcome back. Today topic is the two stack PDA. Generally it is a PDA, but with two stacks it is called two stack PDA. First let me explain the brief description. As we know, according to the Chomsky hierarchy, finite automata can accept the language, regular language like a power n such that n is greater than or equals to 0. Then there is some category of languages a power n, b power n such that n is greater than or equals to 0. These languages are called context free language. Okay, normal finite automata cannot accept these languages because it has a's and b's also. Okay, because a finite automata has limited in storage, it has only one input type. Okay, so add stack to the finite automata, that is called as the push down automata. Now push down automata can recognize the context free languages. Okay, let's consider one more notion of the languages: a power n, b power n, c power n such that n is greater than or equals to 0. Okay, these languages are called as context sensitive languages. Okay, now push down automata is helpless in accepting this type of languages. Okay, so push down automata has one auxiliary storage in the form of the stack, so it is very limited. If you had one more stack to your push down automata, now two stack PDA is able to accept this type of languages. Okay, so two stack PDA. Not only one stack, you can add one more stack to the push down automata, meaning that push down automata with three stacks. If you want to increase the power of the push down automata, if you want to increase the power of the push down automata, you can add one more stack. Okay, this is how you can increase the power of the push down automata, by adding stacks to the push down automata. Okay, so first let me draw the model of the push down automata. As usual, first it has the input tape. Tape is divided into the cells. Then a finite control has the head called as the reading head. Let's say the symbol is x1 and so on. Then it has the one auxiliary memory in the form of the stack. Let's assume it is the stack 1. Then it has initial stack symbol z0. So what our topic is two stack PDA. I mean, it is basically a finite automata with two stacks. So one more stack. I mean, we are adding one more auxiliary storage in the form of the another stack called as stack 2. Has initial stack symbol is z1. As you know, finite automata points to the stack 1 by using one head called as the stack 1 head. Similarly, finite automata points to the second stack by using the stack 2 head. We can define this two stack PDA mathematically. I mean, or the formal definition of the two stack PDA is m equals to mission m equals to. Let me define one by one. Capital Q is the set of states. Sigma is the input alphabet. It is stack 1 alphabet. It is the stack 2 alphabet. Let me define transition at last. Then next one is Q0. Q0 is the initial state. So Q0 belongs to the set of states. That's why we can write Q0 belongs to capital Q. Then Z0 is the initial or bottom symbol in the stack 1. Z0 belongs to stack 1 alphabet. And next one is Z1. It is the initial symbol in the stack 2. Z1 belongs to the stack 2 alphabet. Then last one is F is the final state. So how we can written is F is subset or equals to capital Q. Then one important thing is define the transition function. So take one state Q, cross input symbol from the input tape including epsilon also, cross one symbol from the stack 1, cross one symbol from the stack 2, tends to, you can move to the new state or remains in the same state by doing operation on the stack 1, that is either push operation or pop operation or no operation. And doing operation on the stack 2, either push operation or pop operation or no operation. Okay, see, you observe in two stack PDA how many tuples we are giving. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 tuples we are giving as input to the transition function. It produces how many tuples? 1, 2, 3 tuples as the output.